a lot of women are signing up to mother their husbands, but not sit and embrace wifehood. Because a mother can use her voice to control and her influence to control the child. Our husbands are adults. They're already grown. They already are.
Warning, viewer discretion is advised. The content, views, and educational material you are about to experience could challenge your belief, trigger strong emotions, and frankly, piss you off. This isn't for everyone. If you're not ready to confront new ideas, or if your feelings bruise easily, this might be the time to click away. Expect to be challenged, to think, and you might even want to scream at the screen. Proceed with caution, and remember, you chose to be here. Let's get it.
Assalamu alaikum, peace. It's Fatimah, Coach Fatimah, 1/3 of Outstanding Personal Relationships and co-author of the book, Let's Talk Polygamy Uncensored. Now, I do have one, y'all. For those of you, I don't want to be so arrogant as to think that everybody has our book, but if you don't have it, you're going to want to get it. If you do have it, let me know what you love most about it. So you want to get and grab your book at letstalkpolygamy.com for details. Now, in this live YouTube video. Now, I wanted to pop into here because I was thinking about something, and it's something that a lot of wives do. Now, this can happen to an initial wife or a subsequent wife, or wives. Now, what it is gatekeeping our husbands. Gatekeeping your husband doesn't do you any good. Now, if you are new here, again, I'm Coach Fatimah. And before I begin, I want you to comment, like, and subscribe and share this video because sharing is caring. I want to shout out my awesome husband, Coach Nazir, my amazing co-wife, Coach Nyla, who are not with me right now, but they are here in my heart always. They're my family, y'all. Everybody kind of looks at Team OPR and they go, it's just business, it's fake, or whatever the case may be. We're family first before anything. So let's just get that out of the way first and foremost. The most difficult thing you're going to ever do, it doesn't have to be horrible. We attribute ease with lack of challenge. You're going to have challenge because life is life and life is always going to life. That means you're going to be met with challenges and you're going to go in and out of happiness. One of the things that makes wives unhappy is their husband bringing up polygyny. And we think that we can hold on really tightly to our husbands and then, they won't practice polygyny. But yes, we're going to talk about gatekeeping your husband and how that is harmful to your marriage. Now, we don't think it is because oftentimes we don't know we're doing it. We build this dream in our head and we expect our husbands to live in that dream and not have a say and not have a voice and not change their minds. We think they'll never change their minds. We think they will never, ever entertain polygyny because that's the dream that we have for the family, for ourselves. And then we expect our husbands to come over here and live in that and facilitate it and fix it if something goes wrong and be perfect and never change and always want us around them all the time. And we always want their undivided attention. And they never have space in their hearts for anyone else. They do. They do. Because think about it. Think about it for a second. Let's sit in it. Let's go there. We're sharing our husbands with the world. So we're sharing them with many different people who have different kinds of relationships with them, whether it be their parents, grandparents, siblings, aunts, uncles, children, their children, cousins, business associates, brothers at the masjid, and maybe you all belong to a church, got responsibilities there, associates, people that just met them or know their work, business connections, right? So they're always in or taking care of people in different relationships that we have. So we are sharing them. We are, whether we want to or not. Some women don't want to share them with anybody. They want them right here because if you're right here, then I can control what you do. And I can control the input and output. Newsflash, we can only control ourselves. That's it. Because I was speaking about this earlier, and I said a lot of women are signing up to mother their husbands, but not sit and embrace wifehood. Because a mother can use her voice to control and her influence to control the child. Our husbands are adults. They're already grown. They already are.
You're already on our channel and you see how we are empowering people when it comes to polygamy education. You may be wondering, what's the next step? Especially knowing that we are the authors of the book,
Let's Talk Polygamy Uncensored. If you want to get off the emotional roller coaster, whether it's jealousy, insecurity, frustration, anger, maybe even guilt in some cases, you're going to want to pick up this book.
Definitely wish I would have had this book back a while ago when we first embarked on polygyny. And you will learn a lot of things about minding your marriage and what that actually means. So you're not comparing your marriage to your co-wives or anybody else's for that matter.
If you've heard, I'm not against polygamy, I just against when it's not done right, you want to learn how to do it right, this will teach you how to be more than twice the man you need to be to get it done. Let's talk polygamy.com. We look forward to shipping yours off to you.
And we can't change that. And no amount of complaining, or in some cases gaslighting, accusing them, is going to change that. Or looking at the man before you, who's showing you everything that he is, and then you're saying, no, you don't want polygyny. That's not what you want. And he's looking you right in your face and telling you that's what he wants to do. It doesn't mean he's rude about it. It doesn't mean he's dismissive about it. He might want to have a conversation with you and you're not willing. I wasn't. And we really didn't have a conversation about it. It was like little hints and we joked and things like that. And I did not like that because in my mind, this is the dream I had when I was playing with my dollhouse now. And he's supposed to come over to here and he's supposed to hook that up. He was supposed to be that man that I dreamed of. Sometimes the man you dream of is not the man you need. And I learned that very quickly. Because the man of my dreams is a little bit too soft than what I need in my reality. The man of my dreams was letting me run the show. And then I found out very quickly as a young wife, I didn't want that job. I don't want that responsibility. I don't want to be the leadership in the family. I don't want that. I don't want a wife. I want a husband. I say it all the time because I mean it all the time. I don't want a wife. That's why I married a man, a husband. Right? And I didn't come over to marriage to get divorced, and neither did he. See, in many cases, women will throw that out there when their husband even thinks of or hints to being in polygyny. Now, you might have your reasons why. Maybe he's not fit for monogamy. Maybe he's just a mess like that. However, good men that are good at monogamy, in many cases, want to practice polygyny. All men aren't qualified. All men aren't straight. All men don't want it. All men don't need it. All men need to get somewhere and sit down because they're in love with the idea, not the lifestyle. Don't get me started. I'm speaking to the men that are willing to look inward and say, what do I need to become to have more? What do I need to do? What do I need to change? What kind of man do I need to grow into being or becoming? What conversations do I need to have? Is it okay for me to be vulnerable? Or has my wife shown me that that's not a safe environment? Me being vulnerable is not safe for me mentally. We got to think about their mental health too. If you have a son, I've had a few, and I have a few bonus sons. Think about that. Will they grow up to be men that might have to deal with and battle their wives and think about mental health and their own wellness? just for opening their mouth, just for opening a conversation about polygyny. Is it a safe space or is it not? Let me tell you something really quickly. If we don't have the conversation, if we shut them down every time they open their mouths, ultimately they will end up resenting us. Especially if they're Muslim and they're allowed to have up to 4, and we shut them down on something that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says they can do. That's a right. Now, of course, there are conditions to that right. They pretty much, typically the men will study and they'll learn about what that is. I had my head in the sand because I said, well, now, I know he can do it, but I hope he doesn't. And he'll tell me if he does. Wrong. All that stuff happened differently than I ever thought it would. And I was not the person that he could even approach with it because I was married so young. I didn't understand that.